Are you a dental professional that's trying to figure out if you should do temping or a permanent position? There are a lot of perks to both of these types of positions, but I'm gonna go over some of the pros and cons of each of them and what I did when I first graduated hygiene school. So starting with temping, obviously temping provides a lot more flexibility. You get to choose the days that you wanna work. If you wanna take a vacation, by all means, go ahead and take it. The other perk is that it can pay a lot higher, and if you don't like the place that you're temping at, you never have to go back. On the same note, because you're at so many different offices every day, you learn a lot about different practices. You see how they run, you see the different softwares they use, the different instruments, and you get a really good feel of what you do like, especially if you're using temping to transition into a permanent job. On the other side of the coin though, there will be a lot of offices that don't have your ideal instruments, or they have really outdated technology, or maybe you just don't vibe with the staff very well. And usually after a while you start to build up offices with a good relationship that they just ask you to come back over and over again. Temping is really great for people who like to be on the go, they like to meet new people, they like new experiences, and they like the flexibility that the schedule gives them. Now, there are a lot of pros to permanent positions. Of course, you get to choose the office because you interview and decide if it's a good fit for you. You get to see the same patients over and over again. Every 6 months, every 3 months, you see familiar faces, which is really fun too, to build those relationships. In some permanent offices, they offer healthcare benefits, which is really nice, something that you typically don't get when you're temping. And you get to know the staff really well, and you can have really great coworkers. Some of the cons of a permanent position is that there is a lot less flexibility with your schedule usually, and you do have to ask off several weeks in advance, even months in advance, so that your office can either get a temp for your position or reschedule your patients for the day. Another con to working in a permanent position is that maybe you're not getting as much exposure to the different technologies and different experiences that other offices are providing you. So make sure that you're really keeping up to date with your continuing education and exposing yourself to all the new technological advancements in dentistry. What I did when I graduated hygiene school was I started out with a part-time permanent position, and then I temped the other days of the week. And I felt like I got a lot of exposure to different offices, and it told me what were the red flags and the green flags. So it really helped me out when I found my first full-time position. I honestly like doing a little bit of both. I do like having a full-time position and then being able to temp here or there on different days to get some extra cash. Luckily, offices on Cloud Dentistry can post temporary or permanent positions, so whatever you're looking for, you can probably find it on Cloud Dentistry. I hope this makes your decision a little bit easier, and be sure to check out our other videos on our channel.